Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Pat's Confectionery, where I'll be showing you how to decorate a cake. This time I'm doing a cream cake. It's a simple cream cake, doesn't have a lot, doesn't have much. As we start this video, kindly like, share and comment. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that we can continue to grow. So as you can see, what I'm doing right now, I'm leveling the cake, trimming anything extra, because when you bake a cake, in most cases it will have that small bump even if it is not big. So you just need to trim and make sure that it is fine. It is a vanilla cake, a 1.5 kg that I've baked in 14s. I divided the batter 4 times so that it can bake faster. So now as I start to bake, I take my turning table, my board, make sure that I clean it so that it's well and nice. I have to put some cream at the bottom before I place the first slice so that the cake does not move when I'm creaming, and also that it doesn't move when I'm transporting the cake, so that cream will be like the glue between the cake and the board. Sorry, the camera is losing focus, but let's continue. So what I'm doing right now, I'm sandwiching the cake with cream, and I'm using whipping cream at this point, just a small layer depending on your preference. You can do a very small layer, you can do medium layer, you can do a lot of cream. For me, I usually like to go medium, not very small, not too much, but just enough cream that when you cut the cake, then you will have some cream with your slice. So I have to do all the layers, all the 4 layers. So this is a tall cake. It's a 1.5 kg, and I have to also to level even as I am arranging those slices on top of each other, so that when I come to trim on the side, I don't have to trim a lot of cake, as you can see. So before you start creaming, make sure you trim your cake, and I make sure that I trim it because I don't want the cake to have bumps. I don't want some places to be maybe too much inside, then you have to use a lot of cream. No. So now after trimming the cake, as you can see, it is looking nice. Now I have to remove all the crumbs, put them on the side. Always make sure that I wipe any extra crumbs, because if they come into contact with your cream, it's very easy for them to make your cream so dirty. So, and don't forget also to clean as you go. I worked in the hot kitchen once, and that is a law that you have to follow. So I had some dirty cream, so that is what I've applied first. It had crumbs, not dirty in that way. It had some cake crumbs. So now what I do now in the first phase is crumb coating. As you can see, I'm putting a very small layer of cream, very small. It's almost it's like a semi-naked cake. So this phase is called crumb coating, and the purpose for this one is to make sure that all the crumbs are held by the cream, so that when you're applying more cream on top, you won't have a mistake of getting the cream to have the crumbs and then making it dirty. So after I've now crumb coated the cake, so I put some cream on in a bowl. So this one I'm going to put color, that's why I'm separating. I don't have to put all the cream, just enough, the one that I'm going to use for the cake. So this cake is going to be covered in pink. So I'm using gel color, the big pink gel color. I like it because this one doesn't get bitter. If you use the powder one is usually very bitter. But you can still do the powder one. If you want the powder one to be, if you want to use it and you don't want it to be bitter, you can mix some powder color with, you can mix it with some, what is it, with some gelatin. Sorry, not gelatin. You use some glycerin. Sorry, glycerin. I was looking for that name. So that is what I use, but for me I like using the gel color because it doesn't get bitter. So at this moment now I've just creamed the cake. Now I'm going to smoothen with that scraper. It's just a simple plastic scraper. It's also used for bread dough, for cutting bread dough. But it's a very good cake, smoother when you're smoothening the especially the cream. As you can see, it is coming out nicely, looks velvety. The colors, the lights are really flicking. I don't know why. So at this moment, after creaming my cake, I have make sure then I clean my board as usual. Clean as you go. Make sure that you clean your board because some cream is going to be smeared on the board even as you're smoothing. And now I have my ganache. This ganache was a bit runny. I didn't have enough chocolate, and then I put too much milk, so it became a bit runny. I tried to put it in the fridge to cool, but it required a lot of time to cool and the cake was getting late, so I had to work with it as it was. The final result was not very good. It wasn't very good. It's not the way I wanted it to be, but I don't know what happened. As it was dripping nice, but afterwards it started to smudge on the cake. But as you can see, there are the drips. I just use a spoon. You can use a spoon, you can use a palette knife, you can use a piping bag also to do the drips. It all depends with what you want. And then now I'm going to do some piping, and in this case I'm going to do some rosettes. I have already put a piping nozzle on the piping bag, so I do some rosettes, very quick ones, small ones. These are not big. I'm not using the big nozzle, but I'm using the small one. I didn't want them to be very big, so piped around, and then putting some rosettes also on the side. Just put some rosettes on the side. The good thing with cream cake is that you can do them very fast. They don't take a lot of time like fondant cakes. Fondant cakes takes a lot of time. Now what I'm doing is just putting some sprinkles. Just adding some details here and there just for the cake to look nice. So these are just some sprinkles, or I put them on the bottom and on top. And then this cake has a tiara, so I'm just making the tiara because when it comes it's usually not fixed. You have to fix it yourself and then place it on the cake. Some toppers that I had already prepared. So that's all for today. Kindly don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, leave a comment, leave a question. I will get into all your questions and I will answer them as they come. Thank you very much, and let's catch up on the next video. Thank you very much, and adios.